So we killed all of the enemies inside the pollution cloud. So unless there is going to be some expansion, be safe. There are some guys on the edge of... I'm currently going towards the efficiency modules. Estimated remaining time here is around 5 hours until I have the efficiency modules. We also want kind of to increase our speed here. Currently doing 1400 cents per minute. The reason I'm not going full speed is because of not enough iron. So I want to connect more ore patches, right? So there is like 2 ores over here. Also, there is 2 over here. Does it matter which one I take? I think it doesn't matter. I would want to take all of them at some point anyway. First, I'm going to do more fighting around this area. Solid fuel is going to allow me to move by train faster, right? It has 120% acceleration, 105% speed. Chests, sure. Good enough. Since I have not a double track right now, I'm going to use only the chain signals. The rail signals are going to be done later. With just a couple trains, it's not that big of a deal. The next project, blue science already? Not yet, not yet. The first project, getting more resources. Because of how big my pollution cloud is, even though I can kill the enemies quickly, because of how big the perimeter is, it still like requires a lot of fighting. It takes time. So I want to shrink my pollution cloud, which is why I'm going for the efficiency module. And also, I just need to like keep producing the current science at 1800 SPM again. It just requires connecting more ores. That's the first project. Blue science is good, but I just don't have the resources for it yet. It should be like just 2 belts here, right? How big do I want my trains to be? I think 4 cargo wagons is enough. Do I want my trains to be 2-headed or 1-headed? I think I like 2-headed trains, because that makes it easier to build the train stops. Is that another expansion that just happened? I don't know, maybe piping still makes sense. But I think it should be, I don't know, maybe it should be exploring instead of piping. Alright, so yeah, like I said, I think the 2-headed train and 4 cargo wagons is what I'm going to go for here. I will have just 1 locomotive basically on each side and 4 cargo wagons in between. The train stop itself is going to be, I don't know, make it here. We can go to settings, interface, train visualization length. I actually already have it set to 6, so yeah. This is going to show me the preview of 6 wagons after the train stops, right? This last one is the yellow. That's the end of my train, so I see that this is enough. This is going to have a train limit of 1. I'm going to call this train station the iron ore, and then I will give it the icon, and then I say that it's loading the iron ore. Chests. There should be 1 more. Fine. That one is going to be the wooden one, because I don't have the steel chests on me, apparently. Also, I don't have the big power poles yet, so it doesn't really matter. I'll have 5 chests on each wagon instead of 6, like that. So here we go. This is the first train stop. I will use the chain signals here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy is going to go to the iron ore load into unload until it's empty, but unload station is not built yet. We will also have the interrupt for the fuel somewhere around here. Fuel station. This is going to be refuel. So you are going to have an interrupt that is going to be called refuel. Condition is that the fuel in any locomotive is solid fuel. It's less than 50. Then we go to the refuel until I have full fuel. By the way, can I take the fuel out when I switch to a different kind of fuel? What's going to happen? Yeah, I can take the fuel out, so it's okay. I can like blacklist the fuel that I'm taking in and take away everything out. I just need to do something with that other fuel. Burn it. Okay, it already went for refueling. So you see how this train is right now going, right? And because of that, I myself will not be able to move yet. I will need to wait for it to reach its destination, because I use the chain signal here. But I don't want to place the rail signals yet before I do the double rail. Maybe I can keep the singulars. Like if I have enough loops like this, like you see how this is a loop, I can just make all of these directed in one direction. By having just more connections, it should be then okay. So like this circle is like clockwise, and then this circle is going to be like counterclockwise. Although my biggest problem with the rails in Factorio is the fact that they don't work with variable length trains very well. You need to plan for the biggest train that you are going to have in your entire playthrough, or you will need to refactor your rails, because they don't have a way to limit the train length on certain segments. By saying that this is the load station that works for the trains with 4 cargo wagons, I can do that. The train stations is not the problem. The problem is the pathfinding. Like you see how between this intersection and then the intersection, this is the length of the track. Imagine if in the future I wanted to have a train with 100 cargo wagons. I never want that train to go through this track, but there is no way for me to tell it. All right, let's go over here somewhere. Do I have the train station in this area? I think I kind of want to go through this cliff over here and just unload the ore over there. Train stop here. This is going to be called iron ore unload. So this train is going to go for iron ore load until it's full, into iron ore unload until it's empty. Okay, I have 6 belts here. If I want to replace this with just this train station in the future, then I want to output 3 belts out of this. 4 into 3 then. 4 into 3. That good enough? It's the perfect balancer, right? Just one of these is enough to supply these 2 yellow belts, and then 2 more here. Have as many splitters as you can and call it a balancer. It has more balancing than no balancing, right? So it's good enough. Are my fast inserters even like fast enough for this belt? I think they are slower than this belt right now. I need to tech upgrade. I think I don't care too much about this tech upgrade because it's expensive. So we need stack inserter, bulk inserter itself. That's 150, which is more than an hour. Then we have the bonus. Maybe just the bulk inserter is already enough to basically double, right? Because it's immediately 2 items. But still, 150. I think I'm going to be okay with just the fast inserters for now. This one is still waiting for me. All right, let's start doing a little bit of signaling. I think at the very least, I can start by doing the chain signals on every intersection. So I can do like this. Do that. Have that train moving. Now, this is better than nothing. I think for most of these rails, I will actually do a double rail anyway. This is going to help. I can load on both sides because I am limited by the inserters here. But it also means that I'm not doing too much pollution there yet. I'll go over here, up through this forest, connect to this rail. There's so much land mining to do if I want to set up the like the walls and choke points. The walls are still going to be, when I do the walls, they're still going to be outside of the pollution cloud, and they are going to be there just to prevent the expansions. Here's the signals. And I am out. I'm still not making them automatically. How am I doing on iron over here? The steel is full. But yeah, I wanted to have another iron just for the mall. So train station for the mall, giving it more iron. Let's do that train stop over here, since this is where my iron is coming from. That's going to be another iron ore unload. I will have another train. This is also... I need to assign a group. This guy, this is going to be a group iron ore. So this one is also going to be the iron ore group. We go into automatic mode, so it's going to start with the refueling itself. So now I just need this to be receiving the ore is not going to be receiving the ore, and the reason is because this guy, even when it's filled, it's probably going to go for this station, right? Although, since this guy is going to be sleeping here, that dude is going to select this train station actually to go to. But the problem is going to be that the train is, this guy is going to reroute in the middle of its path once this train actually leaves. And this guy is going to try to go to this one because this one is closer. Let's just see what happens here when this train is full. Use priority. Priority is not that easy. I mean, I can, if I want more priority on my mall. Do I want more priority on my mall? Like, ideally, I want them to be round robin, not prioritized, so that both the mall and the science receives the ore. That also can be done with priority and circuitry, but I don't have the combinators unlocked right now. And I will want to connect another ore patch. I think maybe I will do this one. This one is going to be closer. So yeah, see, right now it's going over here, but this train is leaving, and since this train left, this guy, I think right now, when does it repath? It's not repathing still. There you go. It's repaths when it goes through a rail signal, right? Not through chain signals. So this over here is a rail signal. This one also was a rail signal. It didn't repath over here. I don't know. So yeah, it went here instead. I actually don't like the repathing. I mean, sometimes that's useful. Sometimes it's... I would rather not have this. It's my first planet. It's either Vulcanus or Gleba. Gleba for biolabs, yes. The only problem with Gleba is that that is like a million. And that also includes the utility and production science pack. So actually, because this is going to be painful to set up on Novice, I think because of that we actually go to Vulcanus first. Probably production science pack on Vulcanus. Then after that we go to Fulgore. So we set up the yellow science on Fulgore. Yeah, I guess because of this dependency. If this was only the agricultural science pack, I think I would go to Gleba first. Biolabs also need military science. A million military science, yeah. It is all long in the future, but yeah. I thought of Gleba. Now that I see that the biolabs require all of the science packs, Gleba is not going to be the first one. I'll set this up, be loaded on both sides, because while the train is leaving and while we're waiting, this is not working. There's a cliff. I don't want to move station. I'm too lazy for that. Good enough. Perfect. Loading on both sides. Good. Alright, here's another iron ore that I could take, but I'm not going to do that yet, because this pollution still grows, and I don't want to be overwhelmed by the biters. There, this is another one. I think this one is actually easier to take, because there's less enemies to kill. I'm currently doing 1500 SPM, right? So before I connected this new iron with a train, I had 1200 SPM. So these two red belts, they give me 300 science per minute. Also, this, I only connected that to the green science, right? So this is looking good right now. Basically like a full belt. The problem is the green science from the bottom, because I did not connect it here. This is less than a full belt. Oh, the train actually came here. No way. All right, I actually have the iron in my mall. Look at this. But I want another belt of iron. I'm pretty sure that I want another one. I want to have another smelter here. I think with the amount of fighting that I'm doing, even although I'm killing the nests quick, I still don't really need to increase this too much. I'm going to get to efficiency earlier than I clear everything that I want to clear. Playtime, 40 hours. Yeah, pollution cloud is growing very slowly. It's not really like producing more than before. There is a lot of pollution concentrated in the middle. It takes time for it to spread. Space is less than 100 hours, still on target? I think so. Like 3 more hours until we have the efficiency modules. And then we still have like 8 hours to do the blue science, because that's happening next, right? Is it happening next? While it is being researched, which is very quick to research, I will be building that. 50 hours, I should be doing the blue science, and then we have a lot of time to do the research. We need around 3 million blue science to go to space. Why not increase science production? Because I don't want to be attacked still. I mean, I want to increase production, it just takes time. I have these guys on the edge of the pollution cloud. Also, like, you mean increase production as in doing more even than 1800 science per minute? Right now I have the buildings, but not the ores to do the 1800. I'm doing 1500 only. It's just because it's not that far away, the blue science. There is no reason, I think, for me to be increasing the red and green, because the science that I'm going to be doing in a little bit is going to require blue, and blue is going to be expensive. This requires one engine unit per chemical science pack. An engine unit is basically 10 yellow belts. If I want to match this, right now I'm doing 1 red belt of each science, right? So if I want to match that, I need 10 red belts of iron just for the blue science, if I want to have the same amount. There is no need to increase the red and green, unless I'm going to be like researching more red and green, but I don't know. I kind of want to rush to things that allow me to move faster, right? I don't think anything on the green science is allowing me to move faster. I'm going to skip the car, I'm going to skip the advanced material processing or electric energy distribution or fluid wagon. I don't need those things. I can do with barrels, I can do with wooden power poles or with stone furnaces. The thing that is increasing my speed is the exoskeleton, not even the bots. At some point I will need to start making the farm for the modules. Maybe even once the advanced circuits is researched. How quickly do I want my modules to be constructed? So I have 1,500 electric mining drills currently placed in the world. Each one of them can take 3 modules. So we want around 5,000 efficiency modules. Right, the modules. We just left with 150,000 science until we have the efficiency. Around 2 hours, I think, for both. I have iron, copper, oil, and coal here. What if I make this area my module production? Is that enough resources to do a lot of modules quickly? Since I'm going to be mining this and that, I think I will clear this. And that's it. Right. There is 37 minutes, the modules researched. Start building the module production factory. Okay, so I have these 3 belts. We do the ideal properest balancer of them all. Now it's going to go somewhere down here. I need to mine that copper. There's 2,700 splitters. How did it even happen? It was doing the splitters on by checking for undergrounds. And this one is checking for splitters but doing undergrounds. They are literally done in the other order. Okay, let's have all the splitters. X1000 multiplier for mole as well. Sticking to the script. I will also need that coal down. I need to smelt 4 things. 4 red belts is what I want to smelt here. To begin with, maybe 5 red belts. We'll have more copper coming this way from here. Maybe. Now, since I'm using the red belts and not the yellow belts, this is going to be twice as long. I'm doing this and then that. Right? Okay, 1, 2. And then we have over here also 3, 4. Fast inserters for stone furnaces. Yeah, I was considering just using the yellow ones, but does it actually matter? So the... Wait, hold on. It actually does matter a little bit, because the minimum consumption is more for the fast inserters than the yellow inserters. What about the consumption per item, though? Yeah, it's consuming, like, more. Can inserters be meaningful consumption? 5.6 megawatts right now. I don't know, it doesn't matter. So now I have right now 2 belts of copper, 2 belts of iron. Let's start by doing the green chips. This is going to give me 1.5 a second with 10, so this is 15 and half of a belt, right? Let's do half of a belt. I'm going to have the output and the input on the same belt here, because I'm making half of a belt, and also because I didn't bring the long inserters. The bottom of it is going to be the iron. The top is going to be the chips, so I can filter them out over there, sure, whatever. And that's going to need a little bit less than a full belt. Copper. This is good enough. So these are my 2 belts of copper. Red chips will require also plastic, which I don't have right now, and more green chips. So I won't have a belt and I need a full belt. So I need to double this again here. It's a little bit offset by 1, but no one is going to be noticing that, right? It's too late, I already built it. In the end, we have a full belt of chips. This full belt of chips is going to be converted into half belt of red chips. So how much of these do I need? 120. Maybe I will later use this for the blue signs, but no, I don't know. I think I will do a dedicated one for blue signs. This will not be enough for the blue signs. I need to triple that. 7 minutes. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm actually doing 1700 SPM. I'm back to normal speed, basically. I can almost build the long inserters without stopping. And there you go. The efficiency module is ready. But I'm not ready to produce it yet. And that just needs 1 full red belt of copper. And this is going to be 2 belts. There we go. I'm going to be able to have both productivity and efficiency here, it seems, once I finish. And I have red and green chips this way. This over here is supposed to be plastic. Plastic. I even have the oil here, if this oil is connected. Is this oil connected, actually, to that one? I think it is. So I already have the oil here. There we go, crude oil is coming. This is filling with petroleum. This petroleum is going to go into plastic. That will also need some coal, right? Long inserter in, fast inserter out. I guess right now I can only do this. Is there another coal nearby? There is this coal. Actually, there is coal nearby. Okay, I'll connect here first. It's going to give me at least some modules here in the beginning. So we have red and green chips now. Those are going to be converted into modules. So how many modules can I craft? One of these is 15 seconds. So I need 20 of these to make 1 a second. Right? How many a second do I want? 1 a second is going to consume 5 a second. I can do at most, if all of that is going to be working fully, 3 a second. Let's start by doing 40 of efficiency, maybe. I think let's store 3 chests here. There we go. My red chips are coming. Produce 1000 advanced circuits per hour. I literally just started producing them. What do you mean per hour? That has been like 10 seconds. Okay, guys. This is the efficiency modules. Our factory is about to be very efficient, is what this means.